What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the After You podcast. What's going on?
Yes.
Sat here with my guy, number one, you know. First episode of After You podcast, this guy was on there.
Yeah, episode 1. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
20 episods or 20 something episodes later.
20 episodes.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, 20 episodes in.
It's like a reunion. I ain't seen this guy in like a year as well. It's good to see that the podcast has lived on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of people start things and they can't continue it, or they don't have the drive to continue it, or the resources or the resourcefulness to continue it.
Well, I would also add to that as well and say that, you know, following each other in what we do, I think that it helps to balance and bounce energy into what you're doing as well. Inspiration, motivation. You kind of get up, I see your posts, I see what you're doing with CasualBallerz.
Yeah, and I see yours as well. Yeah.
And then it kind of just, that energy, I think that it's not necessarily seen, but it's definitely felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course. It's like the positive side of like social media. You know, you talk about like social media is damaging mental health and damaging that. But on the flip side, there are like elements, like you say, where we speak about, you know, motivating the person next to us, or you know, I know that like whatever CasualBallerz post, it might motivate other coaches and other coaches that post or whatever, or not even coaches, like people just around that we follow on social media post, and it might motivate CasualBallerz to say, nah, you know what, like what they hit there was on the money there. We need to match it, which is good, because at the end of the day, it's all service and we're trying to impact. So if they've raised the level, okay, I need to raise it too. That's not to go and compete and be an idiot. That's to say, if they raise it and I raise it, that means more population become impacted.
Yeah,
and the same vice versa. You know? So yeah, I agree with you when it comes to like follow each other on social media, and it's like your visuals are cold. Yeah, let me try and match the visual. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and 100%. And like that's the beautiful thing I think about creativity. When you talk about the nuance, we're all kind of doing maybe some similar things, whether it's like, you know, music, entertainment, fashion, whatever, but when you follow people that are like-minded, you see nuance in their work, and even in the way that they operate. Like with yourself, I noticed that you're very, very strong on the growth mindset mentality, you know, just a strong overarching mentality to whatever you do. I know you're the kind of person that, like, whether it's sport, whether it's music, and I know you've got a little music as well, I know, but I know whatever you're doing, you're the kind of person that is going to put that mentality of, all right, cool, this is good here, but I don't stop there.
Yeah, transfers. It's like, that's the biggest life skill, you know. At CasualBallerz, we speak about like life skills mostly, you know, but the biggest life skill that we actually don't necessarily title is the one that is the most important, and I think that's transference. So it's like, you know, okay, cool, we're in football, for example, and now you're able to deal with the fullback who's talking in your ear because you're mentally resilient. Cool, yeah, well done, successful, good. That can also be transferred to other elements of your life, at home, at school, at work, and interviews, and down times and good times. You know, just for example, like there's a player that we have. He's a killer, man. He's a real killer. Like his mindset's sharp, strong, but it's mainly strong when it's good. When everything's good, yeah, he's the guy. When he goes a bit wrong, beats himself a bit up too much, you know, he's working on that right now. It's the growth mindset mentality. But you know, trying to transfer that elite mindset that he has when everything's sick to when everything's bad, because that's actually when you need it.
Most
you know
definitely.
I mean? So transferring 100% transferable skills, man.
So for anyone that's new that's watching the channel, you know, big up first things first, but
subscribe to this guy. Yeah,
I'm telling you, big love, man. I'm telling you, like, I like to work with guys and people that you just inspired by. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, humbled by, and you see what you're doing, and it's just a grind, and sometimes it's a slow grind, but you know, it's mostly worthwhile in the long run. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, big up yourself as well, bro. Honestly,
appreciate it.
But yeah, what I'm gonna say is, since we last got a chance to kind of get on here and speak, since episode 1, you know, we intermittently met up, a couple of videos, behind the scenes football sessions and things like that, but I've just kind of seen jump in kind of what you're building, and you know, ultimately that is what we're all aspiring to do. Do you know what I mean? So walk us through a little bit from like what it's been like maybe this time last year, leading up to now. We've had COVID, we've had all kind of madness, but I see you still growing. So talk to us about that, bro.
You know, it's about authenticity for me, not just for me, like for everyone at CasualBallerz, particularly the staff. So we speak a lot about, you know, 1%, like not just being the 1%, but also can you grow by 1% week by week, session by session, like day by day, and that's achievable. Like if I said to somebody, okay, you know what, I need you to do better by 50%. Okay, that's too much. But if I tell them no, 1% is fine. They might get 2% that day. Yeah. They might grow another 1.5 the next day. You know, and you just compound your growth, compound your progression. Then over a period of time, like you look back and it's like, damn, I went from there to there. How did that happen? Because you've been grinding every day. Yeah. You know, so when it comes to like, you know, where the progression since we last spoke, just every day, bro. I keep it real. Like, sounds cliche, but damn near every day is just, how can we do something better? Yeah. How can I increase this? Or, you know what, I'm slacking in this, let's up it. Yeah. Let's go and do, and then how can I reach out and get more information? Let me read this book or read that chapter or watch this podcast or whatever I need to do to keep myself progressing. And then ultimately that will help CasualBallerz continue to progress. But, you know, beyond that though, so when we speak about, so what, last year, what we now, April? Yeah. We're in coming into last year we're in lockdown in April. Yeah. But the last time we caught up was what, February time. That's when Big Goose, Golden Ballers, that's coming up. Little exclusive. Exclusive. But Golden Boot. Yeah, man, big up Golden Boot. Always. So yeah, since then, you know, we had the camp with Goose, which was crazy in February. We're due another catch up. We got Golden Ballers coming soon. Sick. You know, we went into lockdown. We had a trial. We had a CasualBallerz trial. Then we went straight into lockdown. And then we created like an online way to help young people progress still. And I thought that was a you know, it was a good sort of thing to happen for us, because it sort of said we don't have to be out there on the pitch. We don't have to have balls, bibs and cones to do what we're doing, because the mission of CasualBallerz isn't, hey, let's go and score goals, which is a part of it, of course, but it's not the main mission. The mission is to change mindsets, change lives, and change futures. If it's in football, sick. If it's not, we got you too, because the life skills transferable. So like when it comes to like helping progress young people, we said, you know, I sat down and I said, okay, cool, how can we keep this going? Because we don't have to be out there, online, Zoom, boom. You know, we created a 3 days a week. We was 4 days a week. We was getting in 4 days a week online, 2 hours each. It was nuts. So last summer it was, I can't remember the days, but say like it was Monday attackers, all the attacking players in and around CasualBallerz, all players who wanted to learn more about attacking. They came into the attacking session, and we had like 3 different clips to go and analyze, and then we also had the life skill elements within, immersed in the session online, 2 hours, boom. Perfect. That's Wednesday, midfield players, same thing, same different clips. Friday, defenders, same thing, different clips. Saturday, workout session. That's when the one you came to. So we went to the park. You know, we had the tripod, got the phone, got the Zoom, and we got it cracking, man. And like, you know, like, it was hard, man. Like, listen, that was hard, bro.
Listen,
like,
bro, the workout, not only just the workout, but having to actually do the work. Get out there and do it in time, bro.
Like, it was hard. It was hard. And I know, like, obviously, like, I'm a grown man, and it was hard. Like, and I'm not an idiot, you know. I mean, I'm all right. I'm somewhat fit, and it was hard. So, it was good to see the numbers of the CasualBallerz guys and girls, you know, still be there, still be working hard. We kept that going for at least like for the whole lockdown, bro. Like,
that's mad.
What, the whole summer lockdown, we got it cracking until we was let out again in like July. So now we're let out again in July, boom, trial. You know, we grow again. More players come on board. More players buy into the, you know what, let me try and help my mindset.
That's right,
Boom, back into lockdown, you know, crazy. So now we're back in lockdown. I'm thinking, so what, that's July. When do we go back in again? What?
So it was like
September?
Yeah, it's about around September.
I think September.
Around that kind of time. Around the schools opening back up again. Yeah. Because remember, schools kind
around that time. Maybe like August. It might have been like August, September,
maybe late August.
Because then we went back in again in November, didn't we?
Trust me.
But yeah, so now I'm thinking, cool. We done the online stuff, and they stuck with it. The young people stuck with it. Not all of them, but majority of them did stick with it. Yeah. And it was like every session, it was about do things that other people aren't doing, so that when you come out the tunnel, your light is brighter than everyone else's. It was more about that. And it's like, it's only, but I'm aware, I'm a human, you know, I understand that there's only so far that message can go before you're like, okay, the tunnel's still here.
We still got to do the work.
But like, So now it's like about how do I deliver this message in a different way, instead of saying, cool, we're going to do the same thing that we did last time, and the tunnel will be bright, I promise you. Man won't believe you because the tunnel ain't bright, even though it's out of your control. It's just human nature, innit?
Yeah.
So we created the lockdown league. So the lockdown league was more concise. It was more deliberate, and it was a hitters. I can't lie, it was a hitters. So we had what do we have? We had 2 online match analysis sessions a week. That was like for everyone, not position specific, but we'd go through topics in football, playing out from the back, connecting from midfield, whatever we're doing. Then we would have a workout session as well. So it'd be two online, 1 workout. But then in between, we challenge the players to say, go and run and track it on Nike app or whatever you're doing. Yeah. And then send that in, screenshot it, send it in. I had my little bro on the lockdown league. We had a league on Google Sheets. Everyone's name, 60 youths name, boom. Wow. And every time they sent in a run over 1 mile, they got 5 points. Every time they attended a online match analysis or workout session, they got an extra 2 points or 4 points. Sorry, they got 1 for joining, another 1 for finishing it, or
so
two for joining, 2 for finishing.
Offering those positive incentives.
Like, join. But if you ride that out and you finish it, then you get extra points. But then if you kill it in a session, I'll be dishing out points. I'll be like, you know what? Hey, you was cold today. I'm giving you 10 points just on there online. Yeah. You know. Then we also challenge them to do like ball mastery sessions, because there's a ball mastery session on YouTube as well, CasualBallerz one. Go and do that. Send that in, little video of you doing it, extra 5 points. And then any miscellaneous workouts that you do, if you go out and you do dribbles through the cones, record it, little clip of it, send it in, an extra point. And then what happened was, now you see like week 1, also those that ran the most in that week got extra points. Those that ran the most in a particular run got extra points.
I get it.
Like there's just bare like reasons to give points. Yeah. So what you started to see is, say for example, you see like, okay, Theo's here. Week 1 he ran 4 miles. Week 2 he ran 2 miles. Week 3 he ran 6 miles. You know what I mean? You're starting to track it now. Not only are you keeping your attendance, you're also seeing, okay, cool, this youth is working. Yeah. We're in lockdown, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're actually not allowed to do anything, but we're still able to
keep track and
impact and track the impact through the lockdown league. Yeah. Then at the end, like the top 4 got a prize. You know, I think first place they got a kit, CasualBallerz kit and a voucher.
Nice.
Second place, what did second place get? I think a t-shirt, CasualBallerz t-shirt. Third place got shorts. Fourth place I think got the bottoms. And then in between that, we was also supported by Chelsea Foundation, and what they did was, you know, they said, cool, anyone that runs the most in the week, anyone that runs the most, or anyone that's on the top of the league, or anyone that's achieved the most points in that week, leading, not necessarily leading. What we did instead was, because there was some men that were like 300 points at the top, and some men that had 50 in the middle of the table.
I get you.
But what we said was, if you got the most points in that given week, then you won a Nike voucher.
I get it. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you can be 17th, but you go from 0 points to 55 points, and the person at the top went from, you know, 102 to 120. You know what I mean? Yeah. You get the prize, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
keeps it fair, keeps it open.
So that was a whole structure, man. We had it cracking. So that was that lockdown. Boom, light at the end of the tunnel, we get out. Yeah. Then go back into lockdown again. You know, November lockdown.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mad one, because it was just like, when you get back into that one, it was like, oh man, like this is gonna keep going on and on, isn't it? Like,
it's again about the tunnels. Like, where's this light you told me, Ash? Like, you told me this light at the end of the tunnel was coming when we was in March. It's November. It's dark still, brother.
Trust me, it's down now. I promise you.
There, trust me. I'm telling you, just keep coming. They're just following me blind. I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting either. The government knows it's getting.
Yeah, fact.
So November we rolled out the lockdown league 2.
Wicked.
You know, did it again. We worked again. Nice. Then we come out, and then we went back in.
Yep.
In January.
Yeah, but now I think because you've maintained a solid connection point to them throughout this whole period, I think that, you know, leading into this next one, which is obviously New Year, it's like, it sucks. We want to be doing things, but at least we're not in that situation. Do you know what I mean? I think there was a lot of understanding and gratitude going
Yeah.
around at that time
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
People were
definitely. I definitely got a lot of messages from the players, a lot of messages from the parents. You know, there's a parents group chat, and they was gassing us up and, hey, Ash, Babs, Hadi, like, you guys are doing amazing stuff. Like, thank you for continuing to motivate my child during the lockdown period. One of them was even saying, hey, like, I actually started running again because I seen, you know, my child was running, so I started doing running with her, and I haven't done running in a long time. So thank you for inspiring me, like little things like that. So you know, it goes a long way. But it's just that's come from, you know, how can I make it better? How can I continue to impact? Regardless of the situation, be resourceful, kind of thing. So at January we come out, boom, we go again, man. We go again. We got a collaboration with Reading Foundation, Reading Community Trust.
Okay, cool.
And now we've got a program there.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a Reading program that launches this Sunday. We had a trial 2 weeks ago, went really well. 25 young people came down and kicked ball, and it was in the dome, in the training centre down at the JC Stadium.
Wow.
Like, it was good, bro. Nice. Like, shout out Richard Witt, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's really about the people. Bro, really about the people, bro. Like, I've met a few people in, like, you know, our industry in and around football and sport, and I'm sure you have as well. And there's men that, you know, and women that consider themselves, hey, like, you know, I'm trying to help and impact. No. No, there's a limit to how much you'd impact.
Facts.
My guy Rich, he will help, bro. He will help young people. He'll do what he needs to do to help the young person.
That's powerful, man.
And we just related to it. You know, me and Babs, like our other coach, me and Hadi and Kieran and Connor, like all of us, Khalid, we just related to it. We said, we will do everything to help the young people as well. And that's how we connected. And now that program launches this Sunday. So so the Reading program got off the ground. Now we're out. We had games.
I've been seeing. So now it's starting to heat up a little bit.
It's been heating, bro. It's hot right now.
Sick.
You know, we played a semi-pro team, played Camberley 1-2-1. Not about winning and that, but the performance was good.
Yeah, it's good to know that you can hold yourself up in those environments and get wins.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because, you know, you think about, like, the young people that we're picking up, like, they're just a bunch of five-a-side players who got some technique a lot of the time. Then they come to CasualBallerz, we show them, like, okay, this is how to really operate in 11-a-side structure, match analysis, like, you know, it's the real deal kind of thing. Positional, teaching. Really trying to that. And, you know, we go up against a semi-pro team, a semi-pro outfit, and we do quite
organised. Well. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing, to pull something together that hasn't necessarily had organisation, to put it into organisation.
Or resources, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We get, like, when we came out of lockdown, bro, we was getting it cracking on the grass. Again, like, being resourceful, I can't express it enough. Went out and bought some pop-up goals, like, and the goals are, like, just short of 11-a-side. But that boy, them goals will turn your park into Wembley, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Because it's just,
what an addition that was. So we go to the park now out of lockdown because all the pitches were still closed and whatever. Of course, you know what I mean?
Lock off the
or
cages,
like some of them are closed or whatever. We just put out the goals, like, we set it up, boom. We had, you know what I mean? Big numbers of kids come down, it's training, and it was cold. So to go out and compete against semi-pro team, which is good. You know, we've had more games, we've got more games lined up. Few opportunities have popped up for the young people, like scholarships in America. We're looking at 2 of them.
That's what I like to hear as well.
But it's nothing across the line yet, so we'll keep pushing it until it gets across the line. You know, a few clubs here and there, looking at a few players. But again, I don't really like to gas all that too much, especially until it's across the line.
I agree. I'm glad you do that massively, because there are a lot out there that try to do that, and it's difficult, especially when you're talking with parents and potentially leading people the wrong direction. It's not nice, man. Like,
you know, as players, like, I feel like my gut instinct that the ones that do that wrongly are the ones that may have not had, you know, may not have been a player. You know what I mean? They may have played a little bit or so on, but
they're not privy to
because world. Me and you, we've been falsely promised things as football players. So we know what it's like to sell a dream, like to be sold a dream. Sorry, we know what it's like. I will never sell a dream, bro. It's literally on the CasualBallerz website. We do not promise anything, bro. The only thing we do promise is that you will get better at football, and your mindset will change. Those are the 2 things I guarantee you.
Such a simple thing, but when you deep it, like it really isn't, because loads of people out there looking left, right, for the answers, but the real answers in football, I say it a lot, is football's a complex game of simplicity.
Yeah.
You know, like
I definitely understand that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things you have to acquire and learn, but it goes back to the 1%.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't acquire those 1% things, you're not even getting to the next stage. You're not unlocking
100%
that next level. So
So yeah, that's, you know, and then so, you know, we do have a few bits and bobs, but again, I don't even really do it on social media that much and say, hey, like, this scout came to this session, or hey, we got a contact with this club, or hey, look who's gone on trial there. It's happened, like, and the players, obviously, they know the ones that have gone to the trials, or the ones that were at the session when the scout came, and they know, I know, the coaches know. That's all that really matters. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not really trying to sell too many dreams like that.
No, that's the best way, man. That's where, and people really believe it. Then they can buy into it, knowing that they're being told those things in other places. So when they come to you,
they know it's real. And then also, like, builds into that, again, authenticity, and also a brand that, like, sells itself. So you know, those 35 kids that was there when the scout was there at their training session last week, we get, you know, some new players come in. Like, they don't need me to tell them, because they'll speak to their peers and be like, oh no, like, yeah, last week so and so was there. Oh really? Yeah. Like, genuinely, he was there. Like, their peers will tell them. You know, so we don't need to.
Self promotes itself in a second.
We don't need to do all of that stuff, because it's not our main focus. To be completely honest, and we said it to all of the boys and girls. That's not our main focus. But if you do things properly over a considerable period of time, you may get some interest.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the purpose of CasualBallerz was never to say, hey, we're gonna get kids signed pro. Hey, we're gonna get them scholarships. Hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We just do things properly over, you know, a considerable amount of time. Train the kids properly, 2-3 days a week, online match analysis, bits and bobs in between, messages and WhatsApps and videos and this and that to help them. And after 6 months, they're a different type of person, as well as a different type of player to when they started. And then all it takes is, like, you know, someone else who's contacted me, who's seen that we do things properly on social media or whatever, they just come down and like, it's good timing. It's not good timing because you've been working hard. You know, so yeah, that's where we're at right now, man. That's where we're at right now. We're back out, we're playing, we've got games, we've got training. Coaches are buzzing, like, everyone's ready. Like, it's heat right now.
No, honestly, I mean, from watching from the sidelines, and you know, it's just proud to see, bro. Honestly, like,
appreciate
the
it,
progression levels, man. Like, we've been in those environments, and like you kind of alluded to a little bit there, like, being sold that dream from a young age, is being able to overcome that psychologically and then still create and still be willing to give back in that same arena. Like, I think that's a lot to be commended, man. You know,
and like, I was speaking about this with Babs, the other coach as well. Was sort of saying that we're coming to a period now in CasualBallerz that we haven't had before, and what that is finding a lot of young people exit pathways. That's what we're aspiring to do. That's what we're trying to do. And the young people that we're finding pathways for, they've been at CasualBallerz for like the last 18 months to 2 years. They were 16, now they're 18, and like, they're not just 18. They need to go now. We got some players that they need some work still. You know, they need work on the pitch still, mindset still. Some that might just come through the door at 20 or 19 years old. They still need mindset work. Those boys that was there from 16, they're the ones that fly the flag of mindset and stuff when we do the life skill sessions and stuff. They're the ones that are really, you know, they're the high performers, not because I'm a genius or our coaches are geniuses, but we just put the work in for 2 years. So now that cohort of player, there's even a 16-year-old trying to find a pathway for, where that cohort of player is now ready to move to their next challenge, where they're the small fish in a big pond instead of a big fish in a little pond, kind of thing. So that's this is our first time having to really go out and speak to a lot of other organizations and try and weed out some snakes. I say all that to say, like, I find it my responsibility to try and weed out the snakes for one of the boys then, because we never had that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware of like a tone that a man might say, or like the other day I had a player, he messaged me saying, Ash, can I call you? Of course you can, call me, bro. Called me. He's like, I got contacted by a scout on LinkedIn, and he's a scout in Cyprus or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he was like, yeah, you know, he liked me, boom, boom. He said, he sent me the contract and that to sign for the club, pro. And he said, but there's a fee I got to pay. And I was like, you know what I mean? There's red flags now. Yeah. And I'm happy he called me. And I told all them, you get any funky feelings, call me, innit? Even if you don't have funky feelings, call me.
Yep.
So anyway, he called me, and he said, he sent me through the contract. He said, it sounds dodgy, Ash, but like I wanted to check with you. Like, boom, boom. So I was like, it does look dodgy, but here's how we're gonna find out if it's dodgy. Yeah. Tell my man, that you want a Zoom call with him and you and your coach / mentor, who is me. And if he says, no problem, that's a good sign. If we get on the Zoom and I can fish him out on the Zoom, that's a good sign. Yeah. This man said he ain't got time. It's Zoom, bro.
You haven't got any time,
the guy in Cyprus said he ain't got no time. I was like...
So you can see what's going on.
All right.
Yeah, of course. You saw the red flags already, but this is what this is what certain youngsters have to deal with. And without someone like yourself there.
Yeah. So I feel like it's my obligation, my responsibility. Who knows a little bit better, you know. So as soon as Mama said, nah. The mama, he messaged me back saying, he wasn't on it. I said, he's fake then, isn't he? He's like, no, it's true. Next week or the next day or whatever it was, same thing. Another coach contacted him about the same thing. Wow. And he now knows the tools. He said, hey, Ash, there's another one, Then I was like, okay, cool, tell me more information. He got back to me and said, hey, don't worry, he's fake. I've done the same test. He said, I asked him to come on Zoom and he was bottling it. So
there you go.
Like, why would you not come on Zoom? 100. If you wanted a player, if I wanted a player and he said, hey, can you Zoom, get on Zoom so I can speak to my coach, my current coach? Yeah, I want to speak to your current coach because I want to know more about you. You know what I mean? Like,
why would you not?
It's weird. So
I get it.
So so when it comes to pathways, this is our first time doing it. So trying to weed out the dead wood, trying to weed out the fakeness, the soul dreams and stuff. It's important for us to do. I'm dealing with something right now with 2 players, and hopefully I'm wrong.
I hear you.
Hopefully I'm wrong.
I know. Yeah, it's a natural thing, and we'd have to go too deep into that.
Yeah. So that's where we're at right now, man.
That's bro. Honestly, I mean, hearing all of that is wicked because see it from the outside. Then you only see the output for the most part. You're not really seeing those hours and day in day out. So it's always nice to come in and let people share what it's really all about and the things and the detail and the layers that go into even something as simple as football coaching programs. So again, big up yourself, and I want to quickly segue onto a little interesting talking point, something that can be considered a little bit general, but